Before proceeding, I want to show you the macro security feature that is available again in the code area within the developer ribbon. Here in the macro security feature, if you click over this, and you see here in macro settings in the trust center, just focusing on the macro settings, you have the opportunity to select from one of 4 options. First one is disable all macros without notification. That means if we're going to open the document, then our macros will be automatically disabled. So this is the highest level of security. If you want, for example, that no one using your computer and without experience also opening a document is requested if to open the Visual Basic macros or not, or to enable them, and in case they say yes, they may have problems if these macros just hide some unsafe routines. Sometimes some viruses are hidden behind macros. So, but if you are with an expert, you know how to use Visual Basic for applications and macros, or if the macros are the ones that you created, then you may go to the highest level of unsecurity, where you can enable macros automatically, which is of course not recommended. You can choose, usually the default one is disable all macros with notification, and I will show you soon what is this. If you click on OK in this, you're gonna save this document, you're gonna close this document, and then you want to open this document again. Then you will be requested while opening this file if you want to enable or disable the macros. We're going to enable the macros. And if I cancel this down and I say delete, and I run a macro, developer macros, run, this is executed. But if I delete this, I'm gonna save my file first of all, open again, and then I say disable macros. Then if I'm going to develop a ribbon, click on macros, I say run, I cannot execute the macros because when I started this document I decided to disable the macros. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to close the document again and reopen it and click on enable macros. If for some reason I go to developer ribbon and say macro security, disable all macros without notification, I click on OK. I'm gonna save, I'm gonna close, I'm gonna open this again. Then if I click macros of developer ribbon, macros, run, of course I have this warning because the macros have been disabled. Then I have to change my macro security level like this. I can, as I said to you before, you can enable all macros automatically, which is dangerous. I can show you anyway. Click on save, close, open it. I did not receive the message if I want to enable or disable the macros. And now if I click on macros and I click on run, the macro is executed. So I'm gonna change my security settings, and I say disable macros with notification, which is the default one. And now if I close, open the document again, will be requested if to enable or disable the macros. This is very useful because if you are working with your customers or with your partners and you want them to be sure that they are using your programs, not others, and don't have the risk to set them into troubles, then you create these macros that has this kind of security level. Then they will click enable macros because they will recognize your macros. Okay?